Utah. I'm Holly Love with Trip Mitchell, and we have got a very special show for you today. You want to tell them about it? You're just going to not talk.
Well, you earlier said you wanted me to talk less, so no, we are going to be talking about Sundance Day. We've got the Critical Mass folks here who are very smart, very funny. It is going to be a great show. And you've got a little history at Sundance. You've been working up there for a lot of years.
Yeah, so this year we get to go up. We have credentials. We're going to go up and hit the red carpet, and we have the crowd surfing crew that's going to be up there. So if you get a chance to go up to Sundance this year and you see Farrell Lafferty and Craig Bielik, go talk to them because it's going to be a lot of fun. But more fun than that is watch for them because they're going to be on the red carpet.
They
could
be worse
Farrell on the red carpet.
They could be worse for independent film than the megaplexes.
I'm so excited. I actually, when I very first met those guys, mainly Farrell, let's be honest, it was like one of the first things I thought is, oh my gosh, how much fun would Farrell be on the red carpet? Because he will have no clue. It'll be a blast.
We joked about it in the season end that if we put Craig in a different outfit, he would interview him and not know that it's Craig. He doesn't let thought get in the way.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're gonna be up there doing some press. We're going to be talking to people on the street. So come watch for us, and then we're gonna be talking about films and things that are happening. And you're gonna come too, right?
I am, but as you know, I'm a neophyte when it comes to film criticism, intelligent film. But
it's Sundance. You're in Utah. It's so much fun.
No, and last year I did get a chance to interview Dexter, Michael C. Hall, and that was kind of a big thrill because that was my favorite TV series for a lot of years.
I just started watching Dexter.
Dexter is dark and evil, but
it's
that
so
being
good.
said, the line between great actors, it used to be that it was stratified, I should say, years ago. You're a film actor or a TV actor. Now those lines are blurred. People do whatever project is cool. And Sundance.
Independent film is a big part of that too. So you get categorized in something, and you'll find a lot of comedians, they'll jump in an independent film to try to prove that they can do something serious and intense. And so independent film is pretty awesome. You get to see some really, really good things that you don't get to see normally.
And there's no question. And it is so cool that Sundance is in Utah.
It is. And we're gonna talk about that more.
We are. News you can use.
When we come back.
We'll be back.
She had a lot of trouble in school.
He had some impulsivity issues.
He was having a lot of meltdowns, a lot of tantrums.
I feel like all I did was yell at my kid all day.
Brain Balance is the answer for your kid because it didn't just mask the problems, it actually addressed the issue.
We started seeing huge differences in her behavior.
It's a totally different life.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number or visit our website for a free idea kit. Endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed or ability. Perfect for year-round health, fitness, and relaxation. Call our toll-free number or visit our website for your free Endless Pools idea kit.
At Salt Lake City Med Spa, beauty goes way beyond skin deep. While Dr. Brent Larson is nationally sought after for his unique ability to combine precision and skill with artistry and the latest technology, including Ultherapy, the amazing non-surgical facelift with no downtime, and Cool Sculpting, the safe, easy, non-surgical way to eliminate those stubborn fat areas. He also specializes in diet, exercise, and hormone therapy. So if you're feeling tired, anxious, have weight problems, or you're on depression medication that just isn't working anymore, call for a free consultation with Dr. Larson and discover how fast bioidentical hormone therapy can re-energize your life, making depression and anxiety disappear in as quickly as a few days. Plus, mention this ad and receive 30% off any procedure. Salt Lake City Med Spa, where beauty goes beyond skin deep.
Welcome back, everybody. I am Holly Love with Trip Mitchell, and we are talking Sundance. Sundance 2015, we are going to be up there in full force, hitting the red carpet, the Talk Utah crew, and crowd surfing as well. So watch out for Farrell Lafferty and Craig Bielik. We're going to be out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. But if you want to head up to Sundance this year, we're going to give you some tips. We're going to give you some information about Sundance, and we are going to have the Critical Mass crew coming up in a minute, and they're going to tell us, what films you should see and all that good stuff. But
Okay, parking.
Yes,
How do you
okay.
handle parking? I've heard that it can
You
be
need
as
a
high as
friend.
50. What's that?
you need a friend in Park
Okay.
City.
Okay. Well, that's very simple.
helpful.
How do you find a friend? No, $50 to park. I've heard.
Really? Where is that?
I don't know. That's what I've heard.
$50. I don't know that it's $50. But the good thing is I think you can. We should have researched the parking thing. Why did you bring this up? Because this is the one thing we really don't know. But I do know this. The shuttle system up there is amazing. So wherever you find parking that you can park, shuttles rock. You can get to any venue. I mean, Park City knows how to do the buses.
Okay, and I imagine at the Sundance site they'd have more on parking.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the history of Sundance. It's been
Okay.
around for a long time, but in this iteration, just 1991, the first time it was called Sundance, but
Mm-hmm.
the festivals have been around since '78. I did some serious research.
You
By
did.
that, I spent about at least a couple minutes on
You
this.
did, and you should say that it's from about 2012. So it could be up for
But
debate.
some of the
But-
greatest movies,
Mm-hmm.
independent movies of all time, and this list that was done by Time Magazine
Mm-hmm.
has the #1 most influential best movie ever at Sundance, Sex, Lies, and Videotape. And you
Interesting
have a
story.
story about Steven Soderbergh.
So Steven Soderbergh volunteered to be a driver, which is kind of interesting because I actually was the first logistics coordinator. I was a transportation coordinator for the Sundance Film Festival in 2006. Prior to that, they always had volunteers, which is kind of crazy because volunteers would get a director in the car. There are stories. I don't know how much truth there is to this, but they'd get a director in the car. One guy did, locked the doors, threw him his screenplay, and started driving. And was like, read it. Or a big time producer or someone. So having volunteers was a little bit crazy, and then they brought in professional drivers and that sort of thing, and that's where I started working for Sundance. But back in '88, Steven Soderbergh, he volunteered to be a driver at the festival, and the next year he debuted Sex, Lies, and Videotape, which is one of the #1 most successful films to come out of Sundance. Pretty cool story.
And my favorite of all time at Sundance, Usual Suspects.
You love that
Kaiser
movie.
Sose, what a great
You
movie.
actually look. You got a good movie.
Well, when I find a good one, I like to watch it a couple different times.
All right. Well, okay. Next.
Well, it kind of goes. Reservoir Dogs is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's a step above anything else he's done. It's
Okay.
primitive, it's very black and white, obviously. But that opening sequence when they come out of the diner and they're all walking is one of the great minutes in film, in my opinion.
I'm just a Pulp Fiction girl all the way for Quentin Tarantino. That's just one of my faves.
But what's great about this festival is that the state of Utah has hosted this for 30 some odd years in different iterations, and now it's the premiere. And I remember Billy Crystal hosting the Oscars 10 years ago, and it was a year of independent film, and he said, we're Sundance by the Sea. And that's as good, at the Oscars as you can get.
Well,
and
it
we're right
brings in
here.
20,000 people, $20 million. I mean, the festival, we got to show it some love. I mean, it's done great things for our state and for Park City.
Well, we're not showing it love because we're sending Farrell up there.
We'll see. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to it. The Critical Mass folks coming up next. You're watching Talk Utah. She's Holly Love, and I'm Trip Mitchell. We'll be back after this short break.
At Salt Lake City Med Spa, beauty goes way beyond skin deep. While Dr. Brent Larson is nationally sought after for his unique ability to combine precision and skill with artistry and the latest technology, including Ultherapy, the amazing non-surgical facelift with no downtime, and Cool Sculpting, the safe, easy, non-surgical way to eliminate those stubborn fat areas. He also specializes in diet, exercise, and hormone therapy. So if you're feeling tired, anxious, have weight problems, or you're on depression medication that just isn't working anymore, call for a free consultation with Dr. Larson and discover how fast bioidentical hormone therapy can re-energize your life, making depression and anxiety disappear in as quickly as a few days. Plus, mention this ad and receive 30% off any procedure. Salt Lake City Med Spa, where beauty goes beyond skin deep.
We did the psychiatrists and the psychologists and the neurologists and all the different ologists. Brain Bounce was able to put their finger on it and say, this is exactly why she's struggling.
If one hemisphere of the brain dominates the other, learning and behavior are affected. Brain Balance fixes this connection, resulting in life-changing improvement.
At school, the teachers can't believe the change that has come about.
This is not my kid anymore. This is this totally different kid.
System Networks has been helping companies nationwide for a surprisingly low price. With a wide range of 24/7 technical support services and a staff of high-level network engineers, System Networks can eliminate all your company's time-wasting technical problems, allowing your team to be more efficient and able to focus on the work they do. System Networks has the most sophisticated and secure cloud services in the country and programs like Office 365. Plus, System Networks can customize data plans to meet the budgetary needs of any sized company.
My name's Jeff Laramie. I'm the CEO of Beans and Brews Coffee House. I originally called System Networks because we wanted to try outsourcing our IT. I would highly recommend System Networks because they've been a fantastic IT partner for us. They're super reliable, very knowledgeable, and they've just been a great overall consultant for us.
Mention this ad and they'll put $1,500 toward a new server, cloud licensing, or firewalls. Let System Networks handle your technical needs so you can focus on what you do best.
Welcome back, everybody. As promised, we have the critic crew here. Kent Dunn.
Hey.
I didn't mess it up.
No,
I know
you're
you're
right.
Critical Mass, but I'm saying you're the critic crew. I'm trying to start a gang here.
Okay.
I'm trying to make you cooler.
Okay.
Let's, yeah,
That's
throw
my
out some
that's my gang
signs.
sign.
Okay, so Kent Dunn, Rich Bonaducci, Trip Mitchell, as always. We're going to talk Sundance films with some real critics here. And you're going to tell us, like, if you want to get up to Sundance this year and watch any film, these are the top 5 picks of these two boys right here. So, you know,
Yeah,
take it away.
I guess, yeah. So we're just going to decide what people see.
Well,
Yeah.
no, just you're going to persuade or advise, if you will. What do you want to say?
I have a question. Wait. Have you guys seen all the films yet?
No.
So we're basically asking our viewers to go off something written here on this piece of paper for the top 5.
No,
These are
No,
hyped.
mine's on my
Like,
phone.
People know, like it's out there. There's like a buzz.
No, mine's on my phone.
You know how that is.
My number 1 film, In Football We Trust.
Okay.
I have thoroughly researched this.
Uh-huh.
I watched another TV station do an interview with the directors.
Which is important.
Yeah,
See,
I
that's
was-
buzz.
Which passes for
Now we're
research.
just passing that on.
Now that's the
to other
extent. Guys, go
people.
ahead.
Yeah.
You've got the next 12 minutes. Go ahead.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Rich, start us off.
Yeah, I'll start. I have to consult the Oracle. I took notes on my hot pink phone here.
Yeah, sure.
That is very manly.
And I'll
Yeah,
back
it is. I'm confident.
I can tell.
I can take it.
Yes.
Stockholm, Pennsylvania.
See, I like the actress in this. This looked good.
I thought so too. It's fiction, but it might as well be based on real life.
It seems
really.
like it's grabbed from recent events,
I
basically.
think so too.
Yeah.
A young woman kidnapped as a child. She's grown up. She gets rescued. She comes back to her hometown. She doesn't really know anyone. They don't really know her, and how she basically deals with being home.
And she has Stockholm syndrome, right?
It's maybe.
Isn't that the point?
I don't want to give it away.
Most likely.
Kind of in the name.
It's hard to know the point of any of these movies because there's no trailers yet. There's, really short snippets, and that's
Where do
about
the
it.
actors hang out on set?
Yeah, I guess, well, we'll find Yeah. No trailers.
Well, thank you. I like to pretend that I'm still here.
And it's funny, Saoirse Ronan, who is the lead actress in that movie, is also in Brooklyn, which I think sounds very interesting. Directed by John Crowley. Basically, it's this love triangle. I think it's a period piece.
Which category is Brooklyn?
It's a drama, basically.
It's like U.S. dramatics. We got world dramatic. We got U.S. dramatic.
I'm assuming it's world dramatic. It's mostly British. It's a Nick
Okay.
Hornby
Oh, yeah, there you
screenplay,
go.
and I love Nick Hornby. So
Okay.
pretty excited. It has Domhnall Gleeson, Jim Broadbent, a lot of great actors. So I
And
think
the
it's
plot?
interesting.
What's
Basically, it's a
supposed
love
to happen?
triangle. It's in 1950s.
Oh, so period piece.
She's a young Irish immigrant navigating her way through Brooklyn in the 1950s.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Another drama, but this one kind of a biography. It's called Experimenter. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Peter Sarsgaard.
Ooh.
He plays. I want to make
How
sure.
old is Peter Sarsgaard at this point?
45? Not very old.
Yeah, he's not an old
Yeah.
guy.
Am I confused? I think
You
I
are.
just-
There's a few Skarsgårds.
I think I-
And
oh.
he's a Sarsgaard.
Okay, I just totally had, but I think I just got him confused with someone else. So
Yeah.
keep going, keep going.
Is
Anyway, he
it
plays,
the Harriman Skarsgård or the Holiday Skarsgård?
It's yeah.
Because he's like 80. So anyway,
No,
okay,
not,
the other one.
Not him.
The other
Yeah.
guy.
Because he
Okay.
plays Stanley Milgram. We actually studied him in college. In 1961, he did these tests with people to see how far they would go, shocking subjects as long as an authoritative figure told them it was okay to do it.
Oh, do you remember
This is a sociological experiment
Yes, Holly.
You do?
in 1961.
Holly?
Not that you were there.
What? Did you
No.
do that?
No, I want to get Holly in as a subject of one
Yeah,
of
we
these.
can do that.
Yes, could we do that later?
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you
Yeah.
squeal earlier. So I think you can. I think you can do it.
She actually came out of the makeup room and almost skidded on the floor.
Oh, is that what that was?
I slipped.
All right, I thought someone
Yeah.
beat you. What's up next?
So we digress. Okay.
Yeah, so speaking of weird experiment movies, I think this is kind of a weird year anyways, but there's a movie about the Stanford prison experiment. Have you guys heard of that?
I have
Did I
not.
just steal one of yours? I'm really sorry, I'm sure you'll steal one.
The Stanford Prison Experiment.
Yeah, so basically this one is a very famous experiment where
Obviously not that famous
Well,
if
no,
Holly and I
it's
didn't
famous.
hear
Well, no, it's kind of like hidden under the rug because a professor's like, hey, I have a class of men and, half of you guys are going to be guards, half of you will be inmates.
Oh, actually, I've
I
heard
have
of this.
heard of this.
Yeah, and it went awful.
Yeah.
It went off the rails.
Yeah, people who were guards just took it very seriously, very power hungry.
Yep.
Inmates were very submissive and basically beaten. And I think this movie will basically not shy away from any of that. It's Sundance, it gets a little ugly. So yeah,
So you recommend it or no?
I'm gonna see it. It may be a little too dark.
Yeah.
Not for the faint of heart.
No, not at all.
Yeah, we're seeing all of these.
How many
We
movies
just-
will you guys see during the next 11, 12 days?
I'll only see 15.
Okay.
Only 15?
Yeah.
I was gonna see 7 and I thought that was a lot until you said 15.
My highest was 36.
Wow.
Jimmy Martin, a buddy of ours, saw 55.
Now,
Wow.
question: do they have popcorn at all these theaters, or is this too?
It's too lowbrow.
It's
No.
not
I mean, you gotta
are
get
not
your,
really theaters
hipster
even.
glasses on.
Where do you see them at?
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Anywhere from like Ogden at the Egyptian Theater, Salt Lake Library, Park City, of course.
Park City.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll show you.
Okay, Cineplex
we'll
right up
break
the
you
street
in.
on 33rd.
Not everywhere.
No. Okay, yeah. Not the
That was
Megaplex.
convenient.
Later if they
You know
win
where
and
you
get
see
picked
people
up.
in like sweater vests? Just follow them.
Yeah.
I actually saw the Blair Witch Project when I
Yeah.
was living in Vegas at the 33rd, the cinema right up the street here. I came all the way to Salt Lake to see it.
Really?
What a horrible movie. That was the worst.
It was a phenomenon, though.
It was a.
But yes, you're right.
It was a horrible movie.
It was a
Okay,
huge
but
phenomenon.
I digress. Let's get to some movies, and then I want to bring up some of the great movies ever at Sundance. And
Sure.
the who's who of that list is pretty amazing. But go ahead, give us some movies that you're looking forward to seeing.
All right,
Yeah.
was I last?
I was last. You go
All right,
next.
a documentary called
Okay.
Prophet's Prey.
Ooh, is
About
this Elizabeth Warren?
About Warren Jeffs.
Oh, Warren Jones.
Yes, and
Blameless
his
leader.
and his rise to power in the with the whole
Yikes.
reorganized church, LDS, blah blah blah.
Painful.
Yeah, directed by Amy Berg, who's done a lot of really hard-hitting documentaries in the past, and Tom Arnold stars as Warren Jeffs.
Really?
Oh,
No,
weird.
I was going to say documentary, but
No,
I don't get it.
It's
like the History Channel reenactment.
but they go
With
through the
Tom
whole
Arnold.
poor wives thing and the whole bit, so it should be pretty hard-hitting.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be a tough one.
Yep.
See, I like my documentaries a little bit more. I don't know.
Michael Moore?
No,
Happy?
a little more. Michael Moore. Maybe not even happy, because one I'm interested in is called The Nightmare.
Oh.
And it's the director of this guy. Rodney Asher is his name. He did this movie called Room 237,
Okay.
which was a breakdown of The Shining. Just bizarre.
It's most bizarre.
So this is a documentary where he talks to people who suffer from sleep paralysis.
Okay.
And they tell him about their nightmares, about what they see when they are just stuck in bed and cannot move. And so as they're talking, he films dramatizations
Wait.
of what they see. Yes.
Time out.
Yes.
Sleep paralysis.
Yes.
So you lie in bed and you can't move.
You can't
Right.
move.
Why is that?
Well, basically their bodies just shut down.
They have a problem.
Some mental
Well,
problem.
no, I'm familiar with having
Sometimes it's
problems,
physiological,
but just not in the
sometimes
bedroom.
it's psychological. It depends.
No, but this.
Okay.
Why
It's
do
a real
people
thing.
watch these dark movies?
It's
I don't know.
independent
I love 'em.
film.
I don't know.
I love them.
Yeah. Okay, what about the documentary about the horse? Because there's this one about the horse in a town that they want to raise thoroughbreds.
Did
and
you
it's
make
so
this up?
happy.
No, he's paralyzed.
No, I'm being serious. It's
sleep
a real
paralyzed?
thing. Aaliyah and I were reading about it. We think it's going to be like the next Seabiscuit because it's a real story about this East Coast town that wants to have thoroughbreds, and they like raise this horse and then it gets injured and then they save the horse and the whole town comes together and he wins the prize at the end. Oscar.
You know what? Not on my list.
So not worth seeing, I guess.
Not on my list.
That sounds like you just made up the plot.
Did
Not on my list.
did
It's
you
a
dream
doc.
of this during sleep paralysis?
It was no.
Yeah, tell me
That's-
about your dream.
Aaliyah, come on. Yes, yes.
Well, no.
It's
See,
in there.
The way TV works is Aaliyah's behind the camera and we're in front of it.
But nobody else defends me. She's the only one.
Well, there's a gender issue here.
Okay, keep
Let
going.
me
Never
talk
mind
a
about
movie
my horse.
that I want to see.
Yeah.
In Football We Trust.
Okay, let's hear about
What's
this
that
one. This
about?
one movie that is
that
about
about?
sports that Trip Mitchell wants to see,
Well, it's about Utah sports.
which is pretty cool.
And the All Poly football camp, I had the honor of going up and covering that this year. Polynesians have really matriculated into Utah from the Pacific Islands, and they have become some of the best football players in the world. And these documentaries, but they also have a gang culture. So they've juxtaposed the football and the gang culture and really shown Utah in an amazing light. And this is a movie that all sports fans will want to see, and I'm very excited to see it. And
Are you going to see it at Sundance?
oh, no.
He's not
I can order it
actually
online.
going
No,
to
I would
see
have to drive up to Park City. And
You are coming to Sundance. You realize that, right, Trip? Like, we are doing the festival.
I've got a list of excuses that's all numerical.
You have credentials.
I know, I'm going to go. And
gonna
last year
have to, like,
I got to
drag
interview
him.
Michael C. Hall from Dexter.
Oh, nice.
Which is a big thing.
He was in Cold in July last year.
Exactly. He was up for that. And then I got to interview Andy McDowell, and as well as the gentleman from Bones.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah.
So you do.
I don't know his
Angel?
name.
David
You mean
Boreanaz.
Angel?
What's that?
Yeah.
Angel? Yeah.
David Boreanaz.
Yes, that's it.
I'll
So-
help you guys out.
But I will remember, those are fun. And you know, you guys, this is probably the best 10 days a year, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It is so fun.
It's nice to hold over people's heads like, I've seen this movie a whole year before you.
Yeah.
But then everyone can, anyone who goes, basically.
That's true.
But you
Yeah.
guys, does it feel weird that your critics here, you guys are very good critics, you're very funny, you guys have a wonderful future ahead of you. Does it feel weird that everyone's coming to visit you?
No, it feels natural. They
That's
should.
It really
fun.
does? Okay.
Yeah, they really should.
I like
No,
it.
I mean, it's your home turf. That's
Yeah.
got to give you kind of a nice
It does
feeling.
feel nice.
They come to us.
Good for
Now,
Utah.
What's the best road trip you've ever taken on a movie? Totally off the subject of Sundance, but so they fly you first class, they wine you and dine you. Talk about that a little bit.
This guy is the one that, well, basically, you make Kate Beckinsale. Remember?
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one for you.
Yeah, that was a real good one. I have that on my phone. You want to see it?
I do.
Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Where did you meet Kate Beckinsale?
Oh, L.A. But they flew us out to cover. I think it was called not White Squall, White Snowstorm.
White Out.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So they flew you out. You got a chance to do an interview with the.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting outside the room waiting for her for them to let me in to see her, and they came out and said, "Oh, she needs to get something to eat. Can you hang?" I'm like, "Sure." And I thought they were going to bring food into her, but she came out and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I need to get something to eat." I'm just like,
Okay.
"Sure, whatever." And she walked down the hallway, and everyone, guy and girl, went,
So it's very similar
she's
to when you
beautiful.
walk down the hallway here at the station.
"Right."
It's true.
Speaking of walking down the hallway, Rich will be doing a lot of that coming up next week, and we were going to have a lot of fun having Rich and the whole crew talking to us. We've got to take a short break. We'll be right back after this.
She had a lot of trouble in school.
He had some impulsivity issues. He was having a lot of meltdowns, a lot of tantrums.
I feel like all I did was yell at my kid all day.
Brain Balance is the answer for your kid because it didn't just mask the problems, it actually addressed the issue.
We started seeing huge differences in her behavior.
It's a totally different life.
If you've been looking for alternative healthcare, imagine coming into a facility where you can meet with someone who specializes in your condition and then takes your exam findings and meets with a team of specialists to come up with a combined approach that will put you back on the path to health. At Integrated Wellness, they have everything from a medical doctor to an allergy specialist on staff. All combined, they can treat conditions ranging from rheumatoid arthritis to allergies, even chronic fatigue. Call Integrated Wellness for your consultation so you can be on the path to wellness today. Let System Networks handle your technical needs so you can focus on what you do best. With a wide range of 24/7 technical support services and a staff of high-level network engineers, System Networks can eliminate all your company's time-wasting technical problems, allowing your team to be more efficient, productive, and able to focus on the work they do. Mention this ad and they'll put $1,500 toward a new server, cloud licensing, or firewalls. System Networks, allowing you to do what you do best.
Welcome back, everybody. So we kept these boys on here. We're actually so LA. You're just getting too LA for us now. We start you talking about movie premieres, and you just start.
Pink phone is not LA.
That's pretty.
It most certainly
It's actually
is.
very LA.
It's very
San Fran,
LA.
maybe. I don't know.
Hey!
Yeah.
That's pretty stereotypical.
It's a lot.
Okay, we kept you guys on because Trip made
Why do you
start.
have a pink phone?
Because the black one broke,
Are they
and
Ninja
it's,
Turtles in
it's
your
an
phone?
iPhone. No, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Same thing.
Wait, so that's a credit card holder?
It's my wallet.
So basically, if someone gets your phone, they get everything?
Yes.
That's good thinking. Go
Yes,
ahead.
it is. It's just advertised.
This is why our problem. We were going to let you guys tell your favorite movies, and Trip got him talking about Kate Beckinsale, and so okay.
Okay.
If you could only see one movie, what would it be?
Okay.
Kate Beckinsale.
That too.
Okay.
My movie, it will be a controversial movie, I believe. It's
Okay.
called Last Days in the Desert. Stars Ewan McGregor as Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, pretty much oh boy, right?
And Satan.
And Satan.
He plays both parts.
So it's the 40 days in the desert. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And so he is tempting himself as different characters. And it should just be this weird character exploration. And same cinematographer as Birdman and Gravity. So I think it will be...
It'll look nice.
It will look
anyway.
nice.
Yeah.
Is Birdman good?
Yeah. This guy loves it. I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and Academy Award nominee?
I think movie of
Best
the year.
Picture.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
Rich.
Yeah. I'm going to go with, because you took it,
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to go with, we were talking about Don Verdeen, but I think I'm going to go with Z for Zachariah.
Okay, that's fair.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, Margot Robbie, and Chris Pine
Ooh, Margot Robbie's hot.
are basically the last people on the planet.
Wow.
And the two guys are competing for her as the last woman ever.
Whoa.
Which, if you're going to have one last woman,
Margot Robbie.
have it
It's
be
not a bad choice.
have it
And I'm
be-
a girl, and I gotta say, yeah.
have it be Harley Quinn.
That works. I mean, I'd fight for her.
Yeah.
Just saying.
These movies are weird.
It's Sundance. They can't get signed. They can't
No,
get
The
back.
last great movie I saw was The Blind Side, which shows you how deep I am.
Oh. What did
We
you
gotta
guys think
go.
of that
I think
one?
we gotta go.
yes.
too.
Oh,
I think
wow.
I have to go. Can
What
I
was
leave with
that?
Yeah,
you know
you
what?
can.
I
Okay.
got it.
I think that's okay. We got this. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take care of this.
Okay.
You guys get out of here.
I'm gonna leave.
We've learned a lot about Sundance today. The fact that I don't go to movies, know nothing about them, but I'm all excited about seeing In Football We Trust. Well, stay tuned. In the next week, 10 days, we're going to have so much about Sundance. None of it's going to include me, but the lovely Holly and her whole team will be keeping you informed about everything going on at Sundance. For Holly Love and the entire crew, I'm Trip Mitchell saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.